This uncertainty of demand that has led to so many bad decisions in transportation, I think we're finally seeing a point where companies are investing in solving that uncertainty problem. Governments are investing in solving that problem. So I think the smartphone, people's willingness to participate in things like Waze and a lot of these other technologies, these are providing information and data sets that like 5 years ago governments would have dreamed to be able to get access to. The question for decision makers, not just policymakers, but decision makers, is what does the data tell us is the answer? And I think one of the things we finally started to do in the US is really appreciate that data, facts, and analysis around the outcomes that we're achieving should be the basis to make the decisions in the future. We had an absence of data for many years. We were very heavily involved in this construction boom that we talked about, and of course we need to continue to build in different ways. But data and facts should be driving these decisions. And I think the bridge to nowhere debacle at the federal level was a real pivot moment where people finally said, maybe this isn't the right way to make these decisions. Maybe investing several $100 million in a bridge that carried 50 to 75 people is not the right way to allocate scarce resources. Maybe there are better ways. Maybe data and facts should guide that. That is a big departure from where we were for many, many years, where it was largely, it was an engineering decision. People were drawing maps. It was unrelated, like I said, to demand or to planning or economics or technology. All these other things that we're talking about now literally were not part of the conversation 15 years ago. Today, if you look at a traffic operations center, they can, with a very high degree of certainty, predict what's going to happen based on weather conditions, school schedules, construction schedules. They understand the dynamic nature of the demand much better than we did 10 or 15 years ago. And that immediately should translate into planning decisions. And I think that's the next frontier is, okay, we got all these data sets. We have more data than we know what to do with in many cases. How do we actually get it into the hands of the decision makers and the people who make investment decisions?